What if I told you there is a business metric that influences customer acquisition, your revenue, your brand value, and how investors look at you, and even how AI looks at your brand or business? And yet, not even a single CEO, CMO, or even most reputation management professionals measure it. I call that metric reputation dominance score, or in short, RDS. So in next couple of minutes, I'm going to tell you why I believe this is going to be the most important business metric in the coming decade. Hi, my name is Rajdeep Singh Chauhan and I'm a digital reputation strategist. I have founded 2 businesses and unauthored a book on Reddit reputation dominance. In my career spanning 18 years, I've spent last decade in working in the domain of reputation management. I worked with different brands ranging from startups with enterprises. And over the course, I have discovered some fascinating aspects. And also the fact that this is one of the most neglected aspect of the business. For years, businesses have measured matrices such as customer acquisition value, lifetime value of customers, and revenue, market share, and NPS, such matrices. And if you go to your social media team, they will give you a list of matrices they measure, right? About website traffic, the likes they get, the reach. But I haven't seen businesses measuring a reputation score or how their reputation looks like. They still, in old-fashioned way, depend upon social listening tools. But have you ever given a score to your reputation? Have you measured your reputation? That's the question. And that's not being answered. Apart from that, recently, in last 5 years, I've seen businesses focusing on getting reviews, getting positive reviews, get good stars, But still, the primary question remains, you haven't measured your reputation yet. And in the era of AI, it's not about the reviews anymore. Your conversation is being shaped, how the user looks at the brand, the conversation happening, and across channels like Reddit, Quora, Trustpilot, and other third-party platforms. That's where your brand's value is being measured. That's where your real reputation lies. But that's not being measured. So today, we are going to discuss how to arrive at reputation dominance score and what it means to a brand and how businesses can measure it and how a lower reputation dominance score is a direct impact on revenue and your customer acquisition score. Something remarkable is happening today in the era of AI. AI is shaping how your brand looks online, and it isn't calling you, neither it's interacting with your team, neither it's interacting with your investors, but it gives an idea about your brand or your product, right? So what do people think about this company? What do people think about this brand? That's what AI is telling. Everyone out there of your user is searching your brand online, and they're not just looking at reviews, but they're looking at discussions. Today they go to AI and they ask, I need this product, which is the best brand? Are you featuring in that list? That's the question you should ask yourself. So today we will uncover that aspect, that how reputation dominance score can help you navigate this challenge before it becomes irrevocable. So let's look at what reputation dominance score is. So we created a mechanism to calculate RDS, that's reputation dominance score. It's dependent upon 4 pillars, and the first pillar is search result ownership. So what I mean by that? So whenever someone is searching about your brand, your product, or your company, how many results out of the top 10, which is the number of results in the Google's first search page, are owned by you? So that's the first metric we measure. The second pillar is negative content displacement depth. It measures how exposed you are to negative narratives, how visible they are, and how influential they are. The third pillar is authority signals. Do you have the trust signals which search engines, customers, and AI systems are looking for? And the fourth pillar is ecosystem completeness. How complete is your reputation management infrastructure? Because reputation management is not one asset. It's managed by multiple assets, and all of them are interconnected. So all these pillars combined give us a score between 0 to 100. That determines your reputation dominance score. So what makes this framework powerful? The fact that it doesn't just measure reputation, it also diagnoses risk. So any RDS score less than 30, that means your brand, your business is in crisis situation or in crisis territory. 30 to 50 means you are still vulnerable, and 50 to 70 is defensible. Anything around 70 to 85 is pretty strong, and anything above 85 is dominant. Now the issue is most of the businesses overestimate themselves and overestimate their score. And you know why? What I always say, if you cannot improve what you cannot measure. In the coming decade, the companies or the brands who will survive would be the ones who have the highest of RDS score. Now, before you leave this video, I want you to search, or maybe go in incognito and search your brand name, your company name, along with suffix such as scam, issues, reviews, or Reddit, and see what you find, and see how much negative narrative is built against your brand or a company. Now, this is what your user is also searching. In the next video, I'll show you how to calculate reputation dominance score. We'll study the formula, break down the scoring methodology, and you'll be able to benchmark your brand according to that. You'll find out at which level of a reputational ladder does your brand qualify. Right. So before we end this video, remember, trust is built in public and lost in search. Now, whatever you have found in the internet when searching for your company or your brand, and suffix such as reviews, Reddit, scam, legal, right? Comment below and let me know, was it negative or positive? If this video changed the way you look at reputation, then subscribe, because here we just don't give you information, we share strategies, case studies, and frameworks to help you build a stronger reputation.